Maybe you've seen it online. There's a really cool lunchtime series that you guys are doing with that involves Oklahoma ranchers.
We call it the Ranchers Thursday Lunchtime Series, and it's a 30-minute to an hour webinar every Thursday at 12:30. Then we can link it to the SunUp website, and they can see what's coming up. And the really neat thing is that we're able to record each one of those videos, and then in many cases we also have the slide presentation available there on the website as well, so they can go look or watch those, learn from them at any time. Dr. Kevin Shinners, University of Wisconsin-Madison, talked about just management tips to minimize deterioration of round bales stored outside, and it was just a phenomenal presentation.
There were a number of factors in there that Oklahoma producers may do that maybe they should rethink and get a little more life out of their round bales.
Yes, a lot of those practical tips, and maybe I could boil them down into, you know, he emphasized that you should start off with a good quality dense bale with square shoulders, use net wrap, create that thatch on the outside. Then the next thing he emphasized, which is obvious I think to everyone, is store the bales in a very well drained area. And then thirdly, he suggested that you maintain sunlight to the bales so that once they do get wet, they dry out rapidly. And the last thing he emphasized was airflow, which is something we probably don't think about a lot. But you know, don't stack them next to a building, next to a bunch of trees or brush, and control the vegetation.
When it comes to the last one that you said, controlling vegetation, it does take a little bit of distance between the bales to do that. What is a good distance between the bales to promote that airflow, but then also vegetation?
So he suggested that a minimum of 3 feet between bales, so 3, 4, 5 feet. But really, at the end of the day, you probably want to, if you have the space, to store them wide enough to get, whether you're going to use the zero-turn mower to go down through them, but control the vegetation, right? So if they need to be wide enough to get the bush hog down through, then stack them that wide, but stack them wide enough to get equipment through there, whether it's a sprayer or a mower, so that you can control the vegetation. He suggested stacking the bales north to south, not east to west, and butt them up against each other like most people do. But by doing that, and that 3 to 4 feet minimum space, the sun rises in the east, it sets in the west all afternoon. It has, especially in the afternoon, a good opportunity to dry those bales out if they're stacked north to south, but not as much if they're stacked east to west.
Are there advantages or none at all to doubling up, double stacking the hay bales?
He strongly recommended do not. Right. And the point was that that's a collector of moisture. The bottom bales are going to collect moisture. So stacking works very well if you're going to use a tarp or if they're going to be stacked inside. If they're going to be stacked outside in the open, do not stack bales. Stack them, butt them up tightly, north to south, southern facing slope, and leave 3 to 4 feet in between.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Dr. Dave Lalman. And we'll have a link to those websites, including the presentation he was talking about, on our website, sunup.okstate.edu.